If you want to come into this as a victim, you're going to see everything and you're a victim to it. The way I teach, you're victimizing the unlearned. You're victimizing the neophyte. They don't know how to fucking trade. They put their stop loss in the wrong place. We're running on them. We're not running in a pack like a wild animals, okay? Trying to find whatever moves next. That's reacting to price. Fuck that. We are a cheetah. We know we can run any fucking thing down. We can run anything down. Put whatever fuck you want to put in front of us, whatever method out there, we will run circles around that shit. Nothing can fucking beat what I'm telling you. Nothing can beat this. Nothing. If it could, it would have came. It's never come. You are a cheetah stalking in the high grass. And there's a herd out there. They think they're safe because they're close. They're all doing the same thing, eating the grass. They're hanging around, same people, doing the same shit. Harmonic, retail, Elliott wave shit. You're the cheetah. You're sitting out there in the long grass. You're just waiting. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And you see that one gazelle just takes a step too far out and puts his stop loss right there. Easy for the taking. The herd is going to move away, but that one animal that doesn't know what it's doing, it doesn't shift when it should. And now there's a fair value gap. In 72 miles an hour, in seconds, your ass is there pouncing on it. That's what I'm envisioning in price. Do I know that person that's losing money? No. Do I know the person that has all their hopes and expectations of making money on that trade? Do I know them? Am I going to see them? No. Am I worried about them? No. Do I feel bad that they lost money? No. I have to eat. You have to eat. Everybody signs the same risk disclosures when you come into this market. Everybody understands that you can lose and lose more than you have. I have no qualms about it, period. It's the way it is. It's a jungle out here. You either are prey or you're a predator. I don't walk around or teach my students to be a lamb. That's just the way it is, folks. You have to have teeth and you have to have claws. And you need to know when to use them and how to use them. You want to come in here and play the nice guy role and everybody, is going to love you and you never say anything wrong or never off color or whatever. The bottom line is, that's not what this is. This is fucking war. We're talking about money, real money, lots of it, and major entities out there that do not want you to be doing this successfully. They're going to roll on that. And I'm teaching you how to beat the fuck out of that, okay? Consistently.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing, chat? Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yep. Had to double check there for a second. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome in, welcome in. Please don't spam in the chat. I see your good mornings prolific. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hit the like button before we get started if you'd be ever so kind. Say what's up in the chat. Hindsight King, good morning. White Mamba, good morning. Roger, Easy Trades, Nika, Crypto Surfer. Good to see you guys. Good morning, Tony. Naz Lover, good morning. Akira, good morning. Good morning, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Looks like we should be all good. Good morning, guys. We got 2 minutes till market opens up here. We might as well go ahead and hop into the charts, boys. Day before NFP today. Day before NFP. So we shall see what this wants to do. We had unemployment claims pre-market this morning, 8:30. as we do every Thursday. And obviously, yesterday was kind of a, well, at least in the morning session, was basically a big chop fest on the NQ that ultimately ended up grinding up higher to new all-time highs. I don't know if anybody... obviously, we talked about it yesterday. If you caught the longs on ES instead of NQ, you were basically sitting in paradise with that trade, and it delivered to TP very clean and easy, I would say. So the NQ mess yesterday morning was no joke. I was able to catch a little piece in the lunch hour. So going into the lunch hour macro, I caught a little continuation. It still was having like problems with delivery and pullbacks, so I ended up getting trailed out on the runners and didn't get the full trade to that all-time high, but it did obviously help after yesterday morning. So yeah, yesterday on NQ was kind of something else. But as far as where we are at today, here is the look at the daily chart on ES and NQ side by side here. It's just yeah, obviously another day straight up, you know, no lower wick on the previous daily candle really at all on NQ here. And it's just been straight up chat. 4 hour, we've kind of been slowing down, slowing down quite a bit on these last 3-4 hour candles, losing a lot of volume obviously overnight. But in this range, we'll see if we can do something with this range. There's our opening bell, by the way. You know, manipulate one side of this 4 hour range would be nice, and then potentially look to trade back into the opposing side of this range that's been put in on this 4 hour. Let me check the 1 hour. There wasn't just, otherwise there just wasn't really a whole lot here, right? You have Asia lows here. Maybe we could go for, we have an unfilled 1 hour gap just below these Asia lows. So I'll mark this out. Asia LAR. Otherwise, yeah, I guess just most recently we've had this sweep above the all-time high here yesterday. Well, going into London session this morning, actually took out this recent high most recently, sitting at about the 750 quarter level. And there's our open. And yeah, right now we got Dow Jones trading up to new highs right now. ES and NQ making a slight push lower off the rip. Drop down to the 15 here. But yeah, I would say, you know, day before NFP, I would say that, like, you know, well, I guess it should go without saying, like, expectations shouldn't necessarily be like super high on a day like today, day before NFP, as compared to, you know, what you would expect normally the rest of the week outside of that. But I will say this, I don't know if this morning could be any choppier than yesterday morning when it comes to the NASDAQ. So you know what I'm saying? I don't think it gets much worse, to be honest. So we'll see how this morning goes. Let me know how you guys are viewing the market today. What's your guys' plan of action? My plan of action is still to be nimble, obviously. I'm not going to be like expecting a big move or anything. If we get one, we get one. But yeah, I'm not really going to be anticipating, you know, a whole lot of, or I'm not going to be asking a whole lot if we do find some opportunity here this morning. Try to just take low-hanging fruit and not be too greedy. But let me check the poll in the chat. Good morning, everybody. What do we got here? 48% of the chat is bullish today. 35% is bearish. Not super lopsided, but still more bulls. Obviously, would still like to see new highs be supported by, you know, some sort of a trade down into something, right? Which we have been able to get to some extent. It's just been pretty shallow retracements, and then we see continuation, right? So, you know, can we get this Asia low? Can we get this hourly gap? Can we get something like that to support a move higher? Because on the 4 hour, there's just really not much here. That Asia low is also an unfilled 4 hour. You can find a gap, I suppose, here on the 90-minute time frame. The 90-minute time frame. What about the old 6 hour? Nothing there. Hourly, 90-minute. Yeah, 90-minute is the only thing that has something here in price. Yeah, nothing on the hourly, really. or the 4 right here. So we'll see. ES kind of jumping off a cliff here after Dow took that high. And we got NQ flipping bullish on this 15-minute. Very nice. What's up, Hudson? Good morning, guys. Took 450 across all fundeds at 6 a.m. at the airport. We'll have to see a convincing setup before I get in. At the airport, are you still at the airport, Crypto, or did you already land where you were going? But congrats, dude. Congrats / and or safe travels? Question mark? Or are those travels already completed? What's up, Erwin? Like the market to sweep at London lows. Yeah, let's see. We got London. Well, we got the kill zone sweep technically, but obviously still in London here. Pretty range bound. Good morning from France. Good morning from the United States. I was in France once, but they didn't let me leave the airport because I was not vaccinated. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Babin? Seek and destroy. Seeing as what it's been doing, just rocket to new highs. Don't see deep retracements. So we do not see deep retracements. We see those retracements, Crypto Surfer, on like a very small lower time frame dealing range, right? Like a 5-minute impulse leg as we create a continuation toward a new high. Like, that's kind of really all we can get it for the most part. But we're seeing a lot of, like, you know, higher time frame gaps get left open and all that. So we are aggressive, boys. We are aggressively pumping to the upside. All of the boomers' retirement funds, they're just getting rich, dude. That's the thing. Their houses are worth more than ever. Their retirement accounts are worth more than ever. Trump's their savior, dude. They love it, dude. They absolutely love it. How about the opening gap yesterday? Well, dude, how about those opening gaps? Yeah, this is just a look at this week so far. Opening gap Monday to Tuesday, left open. Opening gap Tuesday to Wednesday, you guessed it, left open. And then today's the only day that we gapped. Our opening range gap is a little lower, so, but not obviously a huge opening range gap to worry about. But yeah, I guess we can always have these marked out, these levels, I suppose, huh? This is our opening range gap. High. I was gonna say, I think I got a template for this. Opening range gap high from Tuesday to Wednesday. And then obviously our opening range gap high from Monday to Tuesday. But yeah. Gaps like to get filled. Good one. Unless you're at all-time highs, I guess. But then they don't give a shit. Yeah, can you believe it? They wouldn't let me leave, dude. I'm like, man, I gotta sit in this airport. I gotta sit in this smelly Paris airport for 9 hours or whatever it was. Could have went and seen the Eiffel Tower. Could have got a croissant. That sucks. Maybe I'll be back someday. NAS. Emphasis on the ass stack is right. Took a paper trade on ES for shorts. I'm still trying to understand. Do ES and NQ follow each other? Do they follow each other or no? Yeah, I think we're all trying to figure that out. Right now, ES and Dow Jones more so in alignment. NQ not really doing a whole lot here. Yeah, are we gonna push NQ to a new high here first? Or are we gonna find a little rejection off of this OB here on the 15? This is The last down close put in before this new high was swept. So we'll see if this wants to reject here or not. We got ES pushing down. We got Dow Jones pushing down. Keep in mind, we already have SMT at this high because Dow Jones swept this out already. What's up, 1x2 SMT? Good to see you, man. How you been, bro? Been a while. I feel like it's been a while. Could have got COVID too. I think I got COVID like a good 3 times, man. Good 3 times. Got my immune system all privy to the virus. We should be good now, boys. Nothing. If COVID couldn't bring me down, nothing can. Don't know why my first time went to Paris. They didn't ask me anything. They just checked my passport and visa. Yeah, I was there. Fuck, what? Late 20. Well, yeah, like kind of late 2021. So I think the COVID stuff was still kind of winding down. But yeah, there were still like a lot of restrictions when it came to like traveling and vaccine passports and all that nonsense. The unvaccinated would all die, yeah. Well, I better not go there. Yeah, what's the conspiracy now that we're supposed to get like what's it called, the hantavirus? Is that what's supposed to be on the conspiracy calendar for 26? Did I get that right? Did you guys see that? I'll tell you what virus we're getting. We're getting the NQ virus. Yeah, the more I think about it, NQ sounds like a disease. NQ is basically cancer on a screen. You know what I mean, boys? Never gets old, does it? Hopped in the short on NQ Mag. Good luck, dude. I mean, it is get a nice rejection here on this 15. We got 3 minutes till the first 15-minute candle closes. So yeah, nice rejection here. We'll see if it wants to maintain. Drop down to the 1 minute. See if you get a change in the state off of that. That would be a decent confirmation for a 15-minute. But yeah, this is looking pretty messy on the wall. Look at these wicks, bro. Look at these wicks. Holy shite. Yeah, what would a position look like here? If we can get, if we do get a 1 minute change in the state off this 15. What would a guy like me and a girl like you have to say about that? Even to New York midnight, that looks like a clean move here. Turn this off. Oh. Oh. Hang on. Yeah, boys. Sign me up. I'll give it a whirl. I'll give her a shot here. What's the worst that could happen? There we go. I guess the worst that could happen would be a stop out, wouldn't it? It's like a 2R to midnight. That's what I'm going to try to go for. Nice. Nobody jinx this. We know how NQ is. The black lineup here is a 15-minute OB. The entry was off of a 1-minute change in the state, off the 15-minute. So that's the confirmation, like using time frame alignment for a 15-minute PD array. SMT at the highs as well. All right, let's go break even here. That's a new low. See if we can get midnight. Oh, NQ, how I've missed you. Take one at least. How about you trade your account how you want to trade your account and let me trade how I want to trade mine? How about that? Take one at least. Bro really wants me to secure 20 bucks. That's awesome. NQ, you dirty dog. You better fucking not. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Get your ass down there now. Still pretty early. 9:48. that how we're gonna be? At least the ES is just dropping here. All right, macro. Don't be mean. Don't do it. Save me. Save me. Oh. I'm hanging on by the hair of my chinny chin chin. But oh boy, oh boy. It saved me by I don't know how much. Like 5 ticks maybe. Well, never mind. Back up we come. Can we keep that rejection? Or not? Well, boys, at least Dow Jones is dropping. And we're break even stopped, boys. Just another day of no delivery on NQ, but delivery on ES and Dow Jones. How about that? This story never gets old, does it? I'm out break even, chat. Is ICT live streaming? I don't know. Is he? I don't think so. Well, that's a bummer. What do we get there? 16, 17 points from TP. Well, good break even at least. It saved an L, but what a tease. What a tease. So yeah, what ended up happening here, once again, ES, and this was the low that I was aiming for. This swing low here right at midnight. And obviously all of these lows here. It was the target for me. Like I told you guys, I wanted to be nimble today and try to go for low-hanging fruit targets, which is why I wasn't even trying to get like Asia low delivery. But yeah, I can't even get this. It's unbelievable, actually. We SMT'd this low, but that was where we went break even. NQ, bro, it's crazy. It just like refuses. It refuses to take out any internal lows unless my stop loss is below it. Then it has then it has no issue. What's up, Melda? Yeah, so we'll see. Dow Jones is literally jumping off of a cliff right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'll show you the Dow here. Top monitor. There we go. The Dow right above my head here. Look at this shit. Meanwhile, NQ is doing this. Do I just say fuck it and just go trade gold at this point? What's gold doing? Oh, it's also range bound. Nice. Looks like I would have had to have been awake. Slap dab in London session to catch the move on gold. That's nice. 15-minute. Oh my gosh. Oil. What's going on here? Yeah, you know it's bad when I'm just like, fuck it. I'll look at gold and oil. God. Well, let me analyze. Let's look. Like, could we have taken this on ES? So, I mean, I was using a 15-minute OB. Our 15-minute order block on ES is here, right? Last up close candle that took out the highs. So, do we get a 1 minute? I mean, changing the state, I guess you could probably find something on a 1 minute pretty often, but here's 9:30 open. No, 9:30 open. So, yeah, if you guys remember, NQ was going higher at the open. ES was just straight down. So, what time was our entry on NQ? 43. So, this would have had to been the entry on ES. Yeah, it's just not really much there. Well, boys, it does look a little seek and destroy-ish, don't it? I was really hoping, man. I was hoping we could get that delivery and then we could be like done for the morning if this is what we're gonna get. Oh gosh. Let me check Dow as well. Fuck it. Let's see what, because this is obviously the high we took. But looking at it from a 1 minute, I mean, this would have had to have been your trade on this retracement. Did you get like a 50% here maybe? Yeah, you got a 50% retracement on Dow if you took it on Dow instead. And then obviously, yeah, we took out Asia low on Dow now. NQ's got me depressed. I don't even recognize her anymore. I don't even recognize the person she's become. Holy divergence, Batman. You'd say that again. Sorry, boys. Hang on. Let me catch up on the chat here. I'm a little behind. We have bounced almost every day at midnight open in New York session. Took a long. Posted in Discord. Oh, New York Open that we didn't tap. Crypto Surfer. We tapped it on ES though, obviously. Let's check the old Discord, huh? See what we got going on today. Where'd you slap her in there, crypto? There we go. What is this on? Is this on NASDAQ? What? Well, didn't quite hit it. Are you on E-mini here? Looks like E-mini, right? Yeah. Did E-mini tap it? No. If anything, MNQ actually got maybe a little closer this week, but I don't know, boys. Anyway, what else you guys got cooking in here? Cryptos and longs. 1 and 3 on bitch ass Dow. Where's the executions? Closed right here. Shorted, same. Yeah, we got the same. Looks like the same entry. You got a lower entry down here though on the wick. Yeah, Andrew, same boat. So yeah, buy side up here is that London high, 814. Pretty messy market here. What am I up to? I'm just waiting, man. Took one short, break even on it. TP was this New York midnight. Tease me. Tease me a little bit. My so our high watermark risk reward was like 1.5 R. Juicy equal lows at the Asia low. Well, that's why I thought I was gonna be being modest with my TP here and not even try to go for 637. But maybe we go take London. Maybe we turn back around and then come take this out later in the session. 10:30 maybe, maybe 11. Tough to say, obviously, at all-time highs, but they could still be in play. 15-minute right now is retracing into a 15-minute bearish on ES. Meanwhile, NQ is about to run this high. Might be worthy of keeping an eye on ES here out of this 15-minute. I don't like that we're coming out or coming to the end of the macro though. Makes me feel like I might have to try to be patient here. So I don't get induced into something that ends up kind of being just some accumulation after this. Yeah, so there's London hit on NQ. And 15-minute gap in ES. We'll see if this holds. See if this holds or not. Congrats, Crypto Surfer, TP on the long. You dirty dog. I wanna feel good for you, but I feel left out. I just want to feel alive again. And NQ is slowly diminishing my will to live on a daily on a daily basis. No, I'm joking, obviously. The 4-hour chart and cry. Well, yeah, guys. I mean, it's not like, it's not like I'm expecting the best price action today, but yeah, it's just a little frustrating when you're trying to get a delivery on NQ. Like yesterday, I think yesterday was really like, I don't know. I think yesterday was the epitome of, if you had to point to an example of the difficulty, the added difficulty, I should say, of trading NQ versus the other assets, like in the last 2 weeks. If it isn't NQ not delivering and the other assets delivering, it's a scam wick on MNQ taking you out of your position, whether it be a stop loss or a break even, and then it'll continue, right? It's just like, if it ain't one thing, it's another, which is a little frustrating. Obviously, there's not anything that we can do about that. We don't control that, but yeah, dude, I don't know. Just trying to keep a level head, trying to not go on tilt and get emotional about it. We can complain about it, but as long as we don't fuck our shit straight up, we can live with it. But yeah, kind of was a bite in the you-know-where for me, knowing that like I had the right idea, But that's the difference between a red and a green day in trading, man. Like, you can be right and still lose. Timing could be off, stop place in the wrong spot, etc. Like, that's why trading is so hard, boys. That's why trading is so difficult. Those normies out there, they wouldn't get it, would they? They wouldn't understand the trauma we go through. Meanwhile, Dow Jones still dropping, by the way. Ah! And sizing, yeah. Lots of variables. We're trying to stay sane, though. Do you copy trade each or individual? I mean, I copy trade sets at a time. I sometimes will do all of them if it's, you know, like if I'm feeling really confident in like what the price has done so far in the week, and then like what that day has in store. Kind of based on the economic calendar as well. We'll kind of usually set my expectations, but it kind of depends. Sometimes just groups at a time, sometimes all of them at a time. I very rarely trade like just one. If I trade one at a time, it's probably because it's like, I don't know, like an eval that I'm trying to just get past. But yeah, usually, I mean, I'm always trading usually like a handful at a time, at least. Good morning, Bella. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the Bulls are in town on NASDAQ here. That is for sure. What do I think of the long if it inverts on ES? Yeah, that could very well be in play. That's why we'll see if this holds or not. It's really just a waiting game for me, right? Because it's like, we got this move down. Unfortunately, didn't get our final delivery on the NQ short. Right, we SMT'd the low with ES and Dow, and now we see price rallying in the 10 o'clock macro to that London high. Everything that I do is kind of really based on time, right? So what do I expect between 10:10 and like 10:30? Probably like accumulation for the most part, to be honest with you. I'm just not expecting a whole lot here for at least like another 20 minutes. You know, either you caught this move here, maybe you tip profit. You caught this move here, right? Like those are your moves. Maybe you're holding runners now, because we don't know this 10 a.m. candle, how far this wants to expand. We have no idea. You know, we're at all-time highs for goodness sake. So your guess is as good as mine. The one thing I can tell you, boys and girls, is that I don't know. Like, I just find it so funny that every time I look at my other monitor here, I see Dow Jones putting in, just shooting to new. Like, just look at the disparity here. Here versus here. Oh my God. ES, the perfect middleman. I mean, yeah. So if that's kind of gives you an idea. It is new all-time high, yeah, on NQ. Yep. So, yeah, at this point, it's probably a wait, right? That was the move of the 10 o'clock, you know, top of the hour here, top of the 4-hour candle. So, yeah, I just got to wait now because A or B, option A, we just see continuation for more longs. In which case, I'm still going to want to see like retracement into some bullish PD raise and support. And then look for that continuation there, or, you know, the opposite would be we do get a reversal out of here, and then we come back, maybe come for these lows. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not necessarily like banking on that, just because we're at all-time highs and we really just seem to have no willingness to do that. But either way, it's wait for me right now. Wait for me right now. If anyone was in longs, though, you might just be holding runners at this point. Either you got fully out here at London, or you're just holding just to see what kind of extra rally we can get, maybe. 15-minute. I don't know. Just try to find where this maybe wants to go, because this is all price discovery up here, right? So it's like, where's the end of this thing? Who knows? If you anchor the projection fib here, one standard deviations is quite a ways up here. It's like 936, but that's using this wick. If you use the bodies here, it lines up better with this 2 standard deviations of Asia range around 880s. I like that. There's a little bit more confluence with this level here. Otherwise, what do we got? 29,000's way up yonder. 29,000. We're at what? We're now at 28,830s. 29,000 whole numbers way up here in 2 to 2.5. So oh, thanks, Kevin. What is this guy doing? Muhammad, come on, man. Muhammad, dude. Don't be spamming. I pay my bouncers too well. They're gonna get you every time. Any giveaways today? Yeah, hit the like button, boys. We'll do more giveaways today. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the giveaways are pretty much dependent on you guys at this point, right? Like, if you hit the like button, we do giveaways. If you don't hit the like button, we don't do giveaways. You know, red day, green day, break even day, chop day. It really doesn't matter. We do giveaways, but it's always in your guys' hands. So that's the thing about this dictatorship here that is my YouTube channel. The thing about this dictatorship specifically is that, you know, I like to put the power in the hands of the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's really on you. Guys, coach is right. If we want to win this, it's on us. New low on Dow Jones, by the way. ES currently inside the 15-minute gap. We did close the body of the 15 at the low of that gap. We'll see, though. Quitting your $300K a year job. What's your job that pays you $300K a year? That's pretty good. I gotta be careful about what kind of like response I have to that. I mean, I have actually a couple of follow-up questions based off of that. Obviously, I think everybody's goal in life is to make enough money to where they have freedom to, like, you know, never have to work a job that they don't want or whatever, and have total time freedom. But it would be pretty reckless of me to sit here and be like, yeah, man, just fucking quit that $300K a year job and fucking go all in on trading. That'd be pretty, you know what I'm saying? That's probably like a pretty reckless piece of advice to give if you don't have any other income. Like, if you're just going to rely solely on trading, I don't know if I'd be giving you the advice that's in your best interest there. But I guess what I would say based off of that is if you have other streams of income, not just trading, I think you should still have other streams of income, whether a business, investments, right? Something. You should have other streams. But if you're really thinking about quitting your job, one, I would assume it's because your job is probably hindering your trading and you think that's an opportunity cost. But if you're, you know, if you want to keep that lifestyle, you gotta be consistently bringing in a good chunk of change that you can continue to scale with on a pretty consistent basis, right? Like, you can't just rely on like one. You can't rely on like one good month, you know, or one good quarter. That's kind of the thing with this. Like, trading is not guaranteed, right? There's some months you can make a lot of money. Some months you could lose money. There's years you can make a lot of money. There's years you can make very little. And you're not even guaranteed to make any money, right? Like, who knows? Anything could happen. So I do think people kind of romanticize a little bit too much over the idea of like, oh, I'm just going to be, like, they say I want to be a full-time trader. I don't think people really understand what that fucking means, though. Just because you're a full-time trader does not mean that you have to, like, not make money from anything else. I think, and I wouldn't even recommend that. You might as well try to make a full-time living, you know. This is glorified gambling at the end of the day, boys. None of us are in control of this chart. We're in control of the decisions we make, the way that we engage with the chart. And the outcome is very variable depending on what condition we're in, geopolitical stuff going on. Like, there's so many variables in this. You know, but not to rain on anybody's parade, but I do think there's just so much bullshit when it comes to the trading community as a whole. Everybody sees these 20-year-old kids, 21-year-old kids driving supercars. They just assume that they've made all of their money solely from trading, and that's just not the case. All of these people that you guys look up to and see, they all make other streams of income outside of just trading. Discords, mentorships, courses, affiliates, other businesses, right? Like, there's so many things that these people do. And for whatever reason, I think that gets totally lost on a lot of people for some reason. So, you know, just fucking use some common sense. the end of the day, we're all out here trying to make money, bruh. We're all trying to make money so we can stop working for the man. But, you know, yes, you got to take risks, but you can't be, you got to be calculated as well. You got to be calculated as well, man. What do I think about the new hantavirus? Yeah, what is that about? I don't even know what that is. I just saw like the conspiracy floating around on X that was predicted by the same like there's a couple like conspiracy accounts on X that like predict shit. Like they'll have posts from like 2019 where they predicted COVID, they predicted like, you know, they predict all these different things. The Charlie Kirk thing, right? Like and then they've predicted it. Now they got hantavirus loading for 2026, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but I'll let you know if I get it. We traded down into this 5-minute, supporting here. I was checking the 15. We'll see, 1020 right now. And keep in mind that one standard deviation is up here around 880. Lines up with the Asia -2 as well. Better question is how much he's... I mean, yeah. You guys are making money? Nobody's making money here. Yeah. SFC manager? Is that what you said? SFC manager? What is that? SFC? Am I stupid? Did you mean to say KFC? I didn't know Colonel Sanders paid that well. Trading is more internal in psychology than in actual strategy and chart time. Less trades. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, NQ's putting new highs, Dow Jones putting new lows. This disparity is still going on. KFC sister, well, that makes sense. Is making money from trading a thing? Yeah, so it's just a fairy tale. Never have. Yeah, well, as far as so CISD and IFEGs fail at all-time highs, this sucks. Well, there we go. Oh my god. There she blows. Oh my goodness. So the one thing here, I mean, it's the same playbook as yesterday, right? In a sense, like we wanted longs off this hourly, right? And we're using change in the state and inversions to try to get positioned in here, but yeah, just using internal lows on lower time frames ended up getting us caught in this wick, or I should say me getting caught in this wick a couple of times. Then we still see the expansion higher. And then today was a little bit different because you had to like, well, the only time frame that had anything supporting in here, right, was this 90-minute. This 90-minute had this fair value gap that did actually end up getting inversed right here, didn't it? Slightly. Yeah, we see closure below it here. Obviously nothing with big displacement, but yeah, isn't it something, boys? I mean, we really can't. We just have like no urge, no willingness at all to like, you know, you would think this would be a pretty clean beep boop. Yeah, what do you do? What do? You just keep longing, I guess. There we go. All right. All right, we'll see here around 10:30. It's 10:24 right now, so maybe we find some rejection here. Yeah, this 5-minute candle opened up and just popped. 52 points in like 3 minutes. Yeah, now ES isn't moving. ES is in the 15-minute gap. It's still just chilling there. Dow Jones is still pushing new lows. Yeah, like I said, if you're not in anything, I just don't think there's much to engage with at this current moment, right? Either you're holding something or you're just waiting. Right? $29K today. I guess I'd never say never at this point, but I'd be a little surprised. I just feel like day before NFP, you know, nothing surprised me at this point, but I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna say no. I'm gonna say we reject before 29K. Maybe tomorrow. This week has been crazy too, hasn't it? Like, just in terms of like, does anybody know what profile this is? Hey guys, what profile is it when it opens up on Monday and it just goes higher every single day? What profile is that? Oh yeah, the all-time high. Oh, all-time high. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, at least we're all getting rich from our long-term holdings, right? Well, that's too damn bad. I gotta get that. I gotta get that meme on my meme deck. Stream deck. I'm tired, Grandpa.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
You keep digging. Oh, yeah. Have we seen what happening to the dollar? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, what's our DXY chart looking like these days? Kind of been in a consolidation. Really, since the beginning of the year? No, well, this is only back to, yeah, since the beginning of the year. Pretty much, at least, right? Sold off heavy on the, or dollar dropped a lot here at the beginning of the year, very beginning of the year, January. Now we've just kind of been in this range since April. But yeah, it doesn't look good. Not to beat a dead horse here, but Dow Jones still falling, by the way. Let's just do this side by side at this point. Hey guys, word on the street is I don't know, that's the rumor at least. That's what they tell me. I'm believing it less and less by the day. What about Russell? What's Russell doing? Oh, oops. I didn't change the contract on Russell. Oops, my bad. Russell, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I think I found my first tweet of the day. Well, yeah, boys, we're just waiting. 10:30 just opened up here. See what this new 15 and 30 minute candle has in store. Obviously, a pretty strong close. How I'd want to play this, depending on what it does, if this scenario's for both long and short. Yeah, I mean, I would say if we trade up to new all-time highs, well, this high, I should say, this local high prior to a retracement down into here, I would probably look to entertain possible retracement shorts into here at 11. If we get this to retrace prior to, right? Here's a 5 minute, so we'll see if this holds first, right? But we do have a 15-minute left down here. So if this does, which I don't know if it will, it's been so strong, so it might not. But if it does get that retracement, maybe even like a little regular trading hours, where's 50% line up here? Yeah, so 50% is here. So if it does give this prior to that, then could look for the alternative. Try to get that continuation back up. Yeah, NFP tomorrow as well, boys. NFP tomorrow. We got NFP tomorrow. We got CPI on Tuesday of next week. No news Monday. Yuck. We got the Fed chair nomination vote on next Friday. They don't have a time for this yet. 60 votes are needed to bring the nomination debate to a close and hold a vote, which requires simple majority pass. Okay, yeah, so they're either gonna reject or vote Warsh in, I guess, but obviously that's forecasted to pass, so I don't know, might be worthy of watching. I'm not sure what time this will be. But if it is during the day, we'll have to see what the market does with that, if anything. Do I F with gold? Not really. Maybe I should start, though. I did take a look at it this morning after getting break even stopped on NQ. But no, I don't really mess with gold. Everybody loves gold. Oil. Maybe we'll have to pay more attention. I might have to pay more attention to oil as this year keeps unfolding. We're moving a lot on oil, which is why like it should set up a lot of clean opportunities. I don't want to be just the guy that like points out everything in hindsight, but you know, like here's what I would see like on oil hypothetically. Take this, maybe get this, right? Or vice versa. Run up into here, look for this low. And obviously if we pull up a chart in hindsight, we're going to be able to find all sorts of setups. Big drop. This from 3 a.m. yesterday. What was the headline yesterday morning? What caused this? But yeah, like look at like again hindsight, but daily gap will be left after the close of today, probably. All right, let's see here. 5 minute, finding some support right now. ES is still in that 15-minute, by the way. Would I come to your wedding in Michigan? Oh, probably not. Well, where in Michigan are you, though? Are you in the UP or are you in the bad side? I don't know, Squeeves. Somebody in my chat not too long ago said that if I came to Detroit and or Chicago, that I was going to get evaporated or turned into a campfire story. So I don't know if I'm welcome. Plane ticket and pick me up. Your offer's tempting. You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Yeah, what's funny is the threats. They were like, I think the guy was like trolling me in the chat, and as you guys know, I like to troll people back if I can. And then he got all mad and then started threatening me with violence. I was like, God damn. I was just joking, man. Relax. Now I need to find a wife. All right. So step one, find the one. Step two, have a wedding. That's how that works. That's funny. You never said what part of Michigan, though. Or did I miss that? Need to find a payout. Oh. I'm not from Michigan. No, I'm from Wisconsin. I've literally been to Michigan one time in Detroit. But that was like fucking 10 years ago now, I think, probably something like that. Haven't been to Michigan one other time since. Unless Lake Michigan counts. Invite chat to my wedding? Absolutely. Oh, whoops. Absolutely. I'll say, well, never mind. Never mind. Well, boys. Nothing but a Hulk boner here. What does a guy like me and a girl like you? Oh my God. Is Chris still here? Chris, are you still in the chat? He was asking me, oh, I think he is. He was asking me if 29K today. I should ask him the same thing. I still don't think so, but goodness gracious, this hourly candle is getting girthier by the second. My goodness. Yeah, who's betting on 29K today? Let's see. Let's see what the chat thinks about this. Oh, yeah. Who thinks 29K is incoming today? That'd be... I don't know. On day before NFP, it just seems a little sus, but... Wick to 29,005. That's an awfully specific... That's an awfully specific level. $29,005. Was that the or shoot. I was going to say, is that the 2.5 standard deviations? That's 16, though, on NQ. I'll tell you what, Chris. Just for the love of the game, if it does hit 29,005 and doesn't go over, I'll give you the spread of like, I'm going to give you the spread of, let's go 4 ticks. 4 ticks. So it can't hit 25,006. But if it hits 25,005 within 4 ticks, either side, I'll give you a free prop account. Why not? Monday manipulation leg. Yeah, let's go anchor to a higher time frame here. Is this our Monday candle here? Yeah. Monday candle. Let's go to NQ. Let me delete all this shit. All right. Monday. I mean, yeah. But yeah, let's just go wick to wick here. We're already above -2. -4 is 400. Yeah. -3 is 29,052. Nah, ain't happening, boys. I'm in denial. All right, what time is it? 44, about to be 45, so 15's about to close here again. Took out the high. Another 5-minute sponsorship here off this fair value gap from the 10:20 a.m. candle. Yeah, dude. If anybody was just sitting here holding, bless you. If anybody was just sitting here holding from this morning, you got an extra from London high to the current. I'm extra 100 points on that, and maybe more incoming. Lovely. Yeah, ES finally gave a close on this 15 above that gap. I was just about to say that. Oops. Yeah, maybe you have to look for an opportunity on ES here to go trade to its London high. NQ is pretty fucking gone. Well, how many what are we at here? 403, so we got 7 points only to that high. It's like a 5-point stop if we get this. Yeah, this is our 15-minute close candle. I'm gonna watch this gap. We have a 5-minute just below here, right here. So I'm gonna watch this. On the 1 minute, we'll see if it wants to hold this. If it does, and then gives us, displacement candle back up with closure here. I may use this as OB in macro to try to get this run to 410. Is it good to keep expecting shorts on this bullish market or take longs with order flow until proven wrong? Well, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. More clips is obviously not. I'm not trying to call a top or anything. And it's basically expect like hourly gaps, 4 hour, 4 hour PD raise, hourly PD raise. Like expect these to hold until they don't, right? And then when they don't hold, then maybe you could reassess. There's the 5 minute, by the way. 5-minute gap tag. So yeah, I mean, yesterday was a perfect example, right? We did end up wicking all the way through an hourly gap and then closing back above it, holding it, and then tried to get on side with longs, which longs was definitely the right idea, but NQ was just a little messy, unfortunately. And then today was a little odd just because, well, there was nothing on the hourly or the 4 hour, but a 90-minute had something that Unless I'm missing. Did I miss something on like ES maybe? I don't think so. Did we hit a 4-hour? No. Yeah, like we really didn't do a whole lot other than just sweep out these internal lows, like London low. I guess it just kind of tells the story how strong this market is. I gotta pee, I'm not gonna lie. Technically, if it wasn't manipulated as it is right now, it would be longs all day. Yeah. Two weeks ago it was 22,000. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, what's our rally look like? From a total percentage now. 26% in under a month. 27 days to be exact. And we're still going. That's wild. Actually insane. Yeah, the only thing that I'm mad about now is that I just didn't, I was waiting for a little bit bigger of a dip. As you guys, if you guys were on stream, we were talking about some levels that we were pretty close to, but I guess was just a little too picky. I'm sitting on a fair amount of cash that I was waiting to just unload into the market for 2026 right here at the beginning of the year. And yeah, now I'm just sitting here kind of, I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to, I know the market keeps going up and it's a bad mindset to be like, oh, like historically you could keep buying at all-time highs. You could keep dollar cost averaging and it really doesn't fucking matter. But, yeah, I was looking for a little bit more of a dip there. And then I was going to unload a bunch of cash into the market. So now I'm sitting here with dirty fiat in a bank account that's doing fuck all. Think sooner or later we'll see an 08 crash? Do you guys think we'll see like a black swan event at some point? If so, when? I hate to be the doomsday guy, but I mean, dude, it's kind of getting to that point where I kind of feel like a black swan event is kind of what it would have to happen, if I'm being honest. And I would consider like a COVID, you know, like a black swan-ish type of an event. Obviously, it's not as like bad as like a terrorist attack or anything like that, but or I guess maybe some really, I don't know, like somehow tariffs get re-implemented maybe. That'd be like another thing. I don't know. We are in 11 o'clock macro here, by the way, chat. 15. Yeah, 15 is all efficient. The 5 obviously gave this tag here. And then we got this 1 minute inversion to the upside now. What does this look like? Oof. It's all just running. All right. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, there she goes on ES. Yeah, truth be told, I just didn't take that because the risk reward was like a 1.2. I'm still kind of a greedy little pig when it comes to RR. I like to see like 1.5 at least. Greedy little piglet. Yeah, it should. We're in the macro, so I would expect the delivery to, you know, if it's going to happen, it should take place here. I would think. But yeah, it was looking like a, what, a 5-point stop, 7-point TP. Have not traded on ES in a hot minute. Could have done, what, like 13, 14, 15? Oh, yeah, 15 micros. Damn. Could be going with minis here, actually. Yeah, you were waiting until October for what? I sold on the IFG 116K, all my Bitcoin. Been holding fiat since then. Oh, you got out of Bitcoin? At 116? That's actually not, that's pretty good. Waiting till October or 30K, so whatever comes first. So you'll buy Bitcoin in October regardless of what the price is? About the short 20 minis? Don't do it. Dear God, please don't do that. Third Bitcoin cycle, been getting better at timing and such. Yeah, this is, well, my first cycle doesn't really count. I wasn't really into Bitcoin like that. But I guess I would say it's my second full. Yeah, I was kind of attempting to time the very tippity top of Bitcoin, if I'm being honest. I wanted to see November. I wanted to see November go to new all-time highs. I didn't really have like a price necessarily in mind, but I did want anything over like 125K, if I'm being honest. And then yeah, it hits 126 and then we tank. Yeah, I see why I'm shooting up here. Yeah, I don't know, boys. It's just just got that one break-even trade, and then this was the setup on ES. I did not take it. Some of you may have. But Market is she's a wily one. Would I buy, or why would you buy in October? Well, that's, he's just he's outlining, Chris is outlining, I should say. He's saying October to October is 1 year bear market. Been like that since 2017 when I started crypto. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I really haven't measured bear market timelines like that for myself. I can go take a look at Bitcoin here in a little bit. I want to see if this hits that London, or if it's going to retrace first. If it does retrace first, maybe a guy does give this a try here. Weird hourly close, no wick. Yes, did we just, that's a 5 minute as well. Just hit a 5 minute gap on ES here on that wick down. This is the micro chart, but I'm looking at E-mini S&P. This 5 minute candle has no lower wick, and we just swiped it. I'll put the limit on if it's going to come down there, but that might be it. That might be all she gives. NQ gave a little deeper retrace here. Oh, shit. $55K. I was like in just below 50 originally, which I still am. Yeah, I'll show you guys the BTC analysis as soon as we see what happens here. I don't know. I guess I'll set the limit for now. If it gets picked up, it gets picked up. If it hits the London high, I'm going to close it. Probably got left, though. I mean, I would imagine that I, at this point, would have needed to market execute as soon as this closed. But we'll see. It's eval. I got some funded Zen evals. I'm doing a little mix. I snagged some iFunded futures builder plans. Yeah, we got Lucid, Apex, TRADEIFY. I think Bitcoin would depend on traditional market sentiment if we continue pumping like this. Yeah. I'm good, Barg Bazan. I'm doing well. How are you? Kind of a boring day for the most part. Got a break-even trade on NQ, and then it's just kind of been running ever since, like crazy. Gonna see if we can get a little ES6 sister catch up here to London high for one idea to close out the morning. It's not like the sexiest trade. It's a pretty low risk reward. It's like a 1.38 R, so it's not You know, it ain't nothing to write home about per se, but we left these equal highs right here at the London now, so I don't mind it if we can get it. Three break-even days this week? Oh, no. Break-even, it can be worse than... Yeah, well, I mean, it's still better than losing, but... I guess it's only bad if you get... Oh, I did get picked up there. All right, we'll see what happens here. It's only bad if you get break-even and then it goes to target. Well, I guess it's even worse if you get stopped out and then it goes to target, but... I don't trade gold. I don't know. Really, that trade? Well, you don't like it? It's just a joke, Six, so no, not really. NQ did just hit a 15-minute bullish gap with that push. For anyone wondering. Yeah, a little SMT at the 1 minute lows here. And we got this 15 minutes, or I'm sorry, this hourly, my bad. Hourly OB tap here as well from hourly structure. See if we can get this equal London highs now. Hitting the gym this week. I am. I am. I am, boys. Oh yeah. Oh. My body fat percentage. Well, assuming my smart scale is correct. My body fat percentage, boys. Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess the old body fat percentage? No fucking. Hey, be nice. I don't want to see no fucking 30%ers in here. 14%. I wish. Yeah, we're at. Let's see. What was it today? 16.6. Assuming that the smart scale is accurate. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I mean it's accurate-ish. 16.6, boys. We need to get to. I mean, we'll see what we get, but definitely want to be sub 15. I would say for the summer. When I met you in the summer, come on. I'm watching NQ here. You see how NQ is like hitting this 1 minute, well, 2 minute bearish breaker? It's a bearish unicorn, actually. Fair value gap and breaker here. Bro, I might just fucking like just give me the expansion or break even me. I'm not gonna get caught in some bullshit. Break even. All right, sweet. 2 break evens for me. I'm playing it safe, boys. Now let's see what this does. Let's watch here. Let's see if it's a good break even. Our first break even obviously saved a loss, so see if this does the same. 2 break evens though for me. Let's see. Moment of truth with this wick, I think. Yeah, I know the London high NES is left open. I know that was the whole point of the trade, but judgment call. Yeah, I do have a video on OBs on my channel, Crypto Surfer. It might be a little outdated. I still have to redo. I want to redo all of the basic education stuff that I did back in like 2023. Just make it more up to date, a little bit more, I don't know, more aesthetic. But yeah, I mean, as far as how I draw OBs, listen, this is a note that I took. Let me read you the exact note. I took this note. I didn't even learn this from ICT directly, but this is actually, I learned OBs from supply and demand, essentially. Let me see if I can find the note here. I'll give you guys the goods. I think when did I put this note in here? And did I change it? I got so many notes. 21, was it? Holy shit. Was it 2021? Why can't I find it? Oh, here we go. All right. Alrighty. I'll actually write this out for you, boys and girls. You can take a screenshot of it. Here. let me prop my phone up here on the old. There we go. All right. If you're looking to trade order blocks, or there's a bunch of different names you can use for them. You can call them order blocks. You can call them supply and demand if you really want to. You could call them institutional candles, right? Whatever you want to call them. But basically, a high probability order block is an opposing candle that accomplishes something in the market, right? So here's the 4 things that make a high probability OB. Number 1, obviously the big one, takes liquidity. Takes liquidity from, obviously, this is fractal, right? So this can be on a lower time frame. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the more important, et cetera, right? So that's number 1. Takes liquidity. Pretty simple. Number 1, that is a candle that fills an imbalance, or FEG. All right, so that's why you'll see like this. So like that's why you can see order blocks that trade down into a fair value gap and then close back above. That is that can be considered a high probability fair value gap for continuation trades. And maybe that will still play out here, right? This order block hasn't failed yet, so we'll see. 3, a candle that has an imbalance inside of it. Well, I'll just say an FEG inside of it. Running out of room here. And then number 4, candle that's inside an imbalance. Candle inside imbalance, or the imbalance ends where the OB starts. FEG begins where the order block starts. Right? And then the kicker to this is a lot of the times the highest probability order blocks will be the ones that do multiple or all of these. Right, and you could find, I mean, we don't need to go through example. We could find literally tons and tons and tons of examples. Just take a screenshot of this, go look for it for yourself. When it comes to like the imbalance inside of, or the candle has FEG inside of it, that could mean like if you're using like a 15-minute OB, hourly OB, right? A lot of times if you scale into a lower time frame, it's filled with imbalances because an OB a lot of the times is a fast move after manipulation, right? The manipulation could be internal liquidity, external liquidity, filling an imbalance, right? It could be all these different things, but it's usually a fast move. Yes, unicorn. Yeah, exactly, right? So a unicorn is one example of exactly those that scenario. But yeah, man, either way, looking like a good break even here. I wouldn't want to be sitting in this, honestly. NQ is holding here. We did SMT, this hourly high technically. Did we do this on? Yeah, it looks like we did. Such an odd hourly close, man. Yeah, so we took the hourly high on ES. Didn't take it on NQ. I don't know. Let's watch though. Let's watch. Let's get some closure here, guys. Let's see what this wants to do. Is it gonna trade lower? Is NQ gonna get another drive down, or is this it? Pretty. I mean, it looks pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie. But all-time highs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Bitcoin. Let's go look at Bitcoin quick, and then we'll give this some time. So this was my thoughts on Bitcoin. Also, I don't know what the likes are at as well. 123 likes. Oh, we don't want to give away today? No giveaway today, boys? Is that what I'm understanding? All right. All right. All right. Oh, my goodness. Is she going to play, boys? Is she going to play? All right. Old Biddy here. Old Biddy. Wow, we're dumping today, huh? We're dumping today, huh? Turn this off. Where are we going? Is it? Oh, shit. Is this the beginning of the end, boys? Bro, oh my God. You dirty dog. Stop it. Trying to get the daily chart here. Oh my. All right. Daily, weekly. Yeah, here we go. So here's a monthly FEG. We've already, in my opinion, mitigated this one. I know some people define fair value gaps differently. Some people want to see the entire gap closed. I don't really treat it like that. I treat fair value gaps as mitigated if we tap into it and then deliver to a new low or a new high. That's how I view fair value gaps, as mitigated or not mitigated. If it returns back to this fair value gap, I would actually anticipate a higher probability of us going higher and this not holding a second time around. So that's how I view them. But yeah, so honestly, this is kind of still going according to plan, chat. This is a monthly frame, by the way. This month opened up, no lower wick, straight up into this FEG and this structure here, aka breaker. And would you look at what is resting down here on a 3 month, or was it a 6 month? Must have been a 6 month. Yeah, so this is why I said this level. From a 6 month time frame perspective, we have a gap here. So again, what did we just learn about? What did we just learn about high probability OBs? Does a fair value gap sit where the OB starts? Yes. Check. Does this OB accomplish something like sweeping liquidity or filling an imbalance? Check. Oh boy. This would be a nice rebalance. So obviously this is just kind of going off the technicals. This would be like a 70% retrace. And if you look at like, what was our retracement last go around? Last cycle, I guess we'll just go, yeah, from the low here to the high there. Retracement of 78.6. 78.6. So I think a 78.6 retracement on this current cycle would look a little something like this lower, yeah, this lower gap here. So if we get the exact same retracement, honestly, yeah, sub 40K is not out of the question. It would fucking hurt my soul, but it's, you know, if we're just going to be realistic here, it's not, you know, like I said, it's not out of the question. But yeah, when I just use standard deviation for kind of this projection, I think I just used like this 3 month. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's anchored from the same spot, but this, from this low, well, from this low, I can't grab it because I got this gap in the way, to this high, anchored up and projecting out, or I'm sorry, no, from, this is the last cycle manipulation, my bad. From this swing low, or this swing high to this swing low, projecting this out, 1 standard deviations, look, I mean, almost perfectly calls the top. Almost perfectly. This was set at like 122, almost 123. And we top out at 126, almost 300. So yeah. Almost perfect. And same thing on XRP. I literally using the same just projections, like bro. Oh, literally top tick this ass. And that was just, what is this? What do I have here? Oh, it's old fib. Yeah, so this was projected from here. Those standard deviations, bruh, they actually they work pretty fucking well, to be honest. Just, I mean, and it's like when it comes to price discovery, what else are you going to use? That's really all you can use is projections or like whole numbers maybe, but that's about it. All right, boys. Good break even. Good break even decision. Yes, sir. So, yeah, 2 break even trades for me today, boys. 1 long, 1 short. Long on the ES, short on the NASDAQ here. And we, in hindsight, looks like we were just shorting the manipulation leg. Got a nice run below some of these lows here. Wanted New York midnight. Couldn't get it. And we just rally ever since. So, yeah, that's how my morning went. Day before NFP. $12 likes to go. All right, boys, hit the like button, chat. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a TRADEIFY growth account giveaway today. If you guys want. In the Discord, hop in the Discord. If you are not already in, drop it in the chat right there. The general chat. Oh fuck. Cammy, is this real? He goes, is this good, chat? Fuck. TP2 hit. Crypto Surfer, you sick man. Wait. Is this old? Yeah, that's got to be old, huh? Yeah, that's my bad. All right, yeah, I'm gonna delete some of these channels. This is like obviously redundant. We don't need main trading and trade recaps. I mean, I kind of thought the general chat would just be for like random, like, you know what I'm saying? It's real, made 3K and lost it all. Oh, oh fuck. Well, hey, dude, I appreciate. I'm not laughing at you. I mean, obviously that's fucking funny, and I think you posted it because you knew it was funny. So. Salute to you for not giving a fuck and allowing us to enjoy. But yeah, I'll probably delete. I don't know. I might just delete the. I don't know. I'll delete one of these two. I guess we don't need all of them. It gets a little redundant. I think you guys probably don't know which chat to post your trades in either. So we'll sort it out. We'll get it all nice and cleaned up for it. But yeah, if you guys are not in the Discord, hop on in there. Let me grab the giveaway. G create. Oh fuck. We'll do 2 minutes, guys. A quick one. Quick one. One winner. Prize will be a TRADEIFY growth account. If you want to be in the giveaway, go ahead and slap the old giveaway icon. Can I do a giveaway on Funded next? Well, I haven't really built much of a relationship with them yet, so I don't think I can't really do that right now, no. Unfortunately. But we got our bases pretty covered, man. TRADEIFY, Lucid, Apex. I should probably get some My Funded Futures codes to give away as well. I hate to neglect My Funded Futures. If you guys didn't see the builder plan announcement this morning, so the way that this account is being marketed is the simplest path to payout. It's a one-day pass eval. Obviously, the rules are pretty relaxed. No consistency rule on the eval, 50% consistency on the actual funded account, and then you can qualify for payout every 48 hours. The fastest, and it's 40% off 3 uses with your favorite code. So that is pretty cool. Check that out if you guys feel ever so inclined to. We got winner here in 36 seconds. Hit the like button, boys. We're 2 likes off, by the way. 2 likes off. We got to get the 2. Hey, listen, this giveaway is not going to count if we don't get the 150 likes, boys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I've never been in this situation before. I can't look. Oh, there we go. Oh! Buzzabita. All right, 3, 2, 1. Your winner is Forbidden. Forbidden, what the fuck? Congrats, man. Forbidden, open up a ticket over here. I will get you the code for a TRADEIFY growth account after stream here. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Where are we going, NASDAQ? 15 and 30 minute gap. Well, yeah, hourly one might be left after this candle close. Yeah, I mean, I know some countries are banned. It is what it is, man. I do have an active code with Funded Next, and they actually have been. I got to email them back. They've been emailing me about trying to like work more closely together. But yeah, I just haven't been in a rush, to be honest. Haven't really done my due diligence on the firm. I know it's been around for a while, so I know it's not like, a rug pull type situation. But yeah, I mean, you guys know I like to just promote things that I'm like actively using and have used and actively using like current day. So just give me some time. I'll definitely probably expand on that relationship at some point. I know it's interesting for the people that are like in banned countries or whatever, and that's kind of like your only option. And some of these futures firms are not on the table for you, but just be patient with me. Just be patient with me if you can, man. Well, is this just gonna... just gonna rally back to the highs here, or oh my fucking bro. What world are we living in, honestly? What is this? How do they expect any of us to make any money? All right, guys. Well, shoot. I'm gonna probably call it there. I'll take a peek at PM session and just see what we look like. Obviously eyes for any sort of short opportunity will be on this hourly gap for NQ perhaps. Obviously, anytime you have a short idea, take it with a grain of salt in this market. We know that at this point, but that will be kind of where my eyes will gravitate to. Obviously, we have, potentially just delivering back to all-time high here once again on this next hour after a pretty large wick to the downside. ES essentially wicked down, like, I don't even know what this retracement was, 70.5. So it ended up giving this full 70.5, but like, what do we, this rejection block, I guess. So yeah, pretty messy if you're trying to get like just quick continuation here, right? Deep retracements can be a problem. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, you would expect after this V-shaped recovery, I would expect London high at this point, but I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it, boys and girls. Hopefully you guys did well today. Definitely, obviously, opportunity to hold on to those longs, which some of you guys did, which is great. But yeah, day before NFP, you know, be smart. Be smart, boys. Try to be at least. Easier said than done, right? Oh, but congrats for bidding on the giveaway. I'll get you a code here in a little bit. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button before you go. Tomorrow is NFP, right? And oh, and I think, by the way, I think today, unless they end up extending it, I'm just going to assume that they probably will, but I don't know. There's always a chance that they don't. Apex 90% off sale technically is scheduled to end today. So perhaps that's something to keep in mind as we're getting ready to go into NFP tomorrow. So just keep that in mind, guys. But appreciate you guys. NFP tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow morning. Same time, same place, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you guys. If you want to support the channel, code Tyler also gives you the max discount at your firm of choice. Your support is always appreciated. And if you'd hit the like button on your way out, that would be appreciated as well. But enjoy your guys this Thursday. Don't let the market rage bait you too much. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning, all right? Peace and love, everybody. Have a good Thursday.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.